Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Sunday, January 4th. Let me make sure you can see me and hear me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Yep, you can hear me, you can see me. Good morning, Donna. Glad you're here. It is 11:56 on this Sunday, January 4th. We're on day 4 of our balance challenge. We'll be here for 31 days in January. Every single day I'll be live at 11:55 a.m., which gives you time to join the live, and then we begin at high noon. We begin at high noon. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate your help. Thank you. I appreciate your help letting me know you can see me and hear me. That is great. That is great. I'm on my second big cup. What do they call this? A big gulp? I don't know. Big thing of water. So keeping up with my hydration, that's one of my goals. I shoot for 80 to 120 gallons of water a day. And in the wintertime, it's harder for me to get my hydration in because here in Florida, it's really hot in the summer. I'm always sipping water. You know, the thirst is there and I'm always outdoors and it's just easy peasy to get water in. But in the wintertime, especially when it's cold and chilly, the only way that I have found is easier for me to get my water in is I keep a warm kettle full of water and I just keep that going. And that's how I get my water in. Hey, Natalie. Hi, Rhonda. Great to see you here. Great to see you both here. So yeah, hydration is super important in every season. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Gotta get that hydration in. Get that hydration in. So make sure you have a chair or a wall to hold on to if you need it. I was thinking this morning, I remember I had a client who I was working with, and when she was writing out her goals, one of her goals was she wanted to be able to put on her pants, her shorts, her underwear, her socks, her shoes without having to sit down or lean up against the wall or lean up against her bedpost or, you know. And I thought, you know what? That's balance right there, right? That's balance, right? To be able to stand, you know, to be able to stand and do this and do this, right? That takes balance. So how many of you are going to write that in your journal? I want to get my underwear on without having to lean up against the wall or the bedpost or the bed or the dresser or sit in a chair. I'm just being real here. You know, you guys know me. Those of you that have been with me a while know I say it like it is. I just say it like it is. We're all here to improve our health and our wellness. Hi, Leah, West Virginia. Margaret's in the house. So you know we're all here for the same reason. Improve our health and our wellness. And especially, again, for those of us over 50, balance starts to decline. It starts to decline because we're losing muscle. We're not practicing our balance. Many reasons why our balance declines. And that is why I'm doing this challenge, to help us be mindful and work on our balance so that we can put our underwear on without leaning on anything. And we can put our shorts on and our skirts and our pants and our shoes and our socks without sitting down. That is a great goal, okay? So we're going to get started. It's high noon. And so far, we've been preparing for single leg balance, okay? All of these little movements we're doing is preparing us for our single leg balance. So we've been teaching our body how to feel the floor, shifting weight with control, and staying connected with our mind, because that's why we don't have shoes on. We're sensory. Our space around us, our feet touching the floor, is telling our brain where we're at, right? And so today we're going to take the next step, and we're going to be loading one leg. And every time that we do that, you realize loading one leg, if you think about it, if you have stairs in your house and you went up the stairs today, you were loading one leg, right? When we walk, we load that one leg, then we pick up the other foot and put it in front, right? We're loading one leg. So steady progress comes from slowing down. So we're going to be doing our little review really quick. We're going to do our controlled side-to-side movements. We're going to do our front and back movements. Yesterday we did some heel lifts, some march holds, the staggered balance, that staggered balancing. What that does is it helps to build our confidence in our transitioning. So also, somebody mentioned this yesterday. They were like, ooh, I can tell like my ankles are probably going to get stronger. And yes, they will. They will. Feet, ankles, not only that, but your hips and your core. Listen, everything is connected. Everything is connected. So we're going to be improving communication from our feet to our brain to our body. And this balance challenge supports our everyday movements. Walking, climbing stairs, turning around, turning sideways, right? Looking behind you. When you're moving forward and somebody's talking to you and you turn around, how many times have you turned around and tripped or, twisted, right? So awareness helps. So the other thing too, balance is not about standing still. It's about adjusting and recovering. That's why we're doing this challenge, to be able to adjust and recover and be coordinating our posture, coordination, right? Building our lower body strength, and that's why leg day is my favorite day. I love doing squats. I love working my legs. And what happens then is you have increased confidence. You'll get increased confidence is stronger as you progress through this. Here's the takeaway, and I want you to remember this. All these things that we're doing this month in this challenge is something that you can do and just take a little bit of time before or after your workout, or while you're watching TV, or while you're in line at the grocery store. Stack the habit and practice some of these movements every day. You should be doing it every day, because you know what it's about. It's about consistency. That's the word. It's what we do most of the time, not all the time. So just be consistent and be mindful of your balance. So here we go. Let's trust this foundation that we're building, and we're going to go up from here. So set up for today. Are you barefoot? Are you on the floor? A firm floor, not on carpeting. I'm standing on concrete. Hardwood floor, whatever you've got. Don't be on carpet. You should be on your kitchen floor, tile, be on a hard surface. You're going to stand with your feet hip width apart, a slight bend in your knee, slight bend in your knee, hip width apart, slight bend. Remember, chest out, shoulders back, chin up. You're going to be up straight and tall. And let's go do some of these movements. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move our weight to the right foot slowly. Your left foot should not have any weight on it, but it's on the ground. It's just most of the weight is on your right leg. Move back to center. Load the weight to the left foot. As soon as you feel that lift off your right, you stop. Feel that. Slowly move back to center. Let's do that one more time. to the right foot. Come back to center. Being aware, we're just giving our body this awareness. Come back to the left foot. Good job. Come back to center. All right. Remember, slow, not super fast, right? We're just kind of moving slow. You just want to be aware. Now, let's go back and put the weight on the heel of the foot. Remember that on day one? Heel of the foot. It's just a slight movement. All right, come back to center. Now, on the ball and the toes of the foot. Come back to center. And let's do that one more time. Back on the heel, body weight back on the heel. Remember to hold on to your chair, the wall, the back of the couch, whatever you need to hold on to if you need to catch yourself. Safety first. Come back to center. And let's come up forward, ball of the foot and toes. Very good. All right, let's shake that out. Let's shake that out. Now, get back into position. We're going to move our weight to the right leg, and then we're going to pick up our left heel, and then our toes are going to barely touch the floor. Barely. Now put your foot back down. Shift to the left leg. Weight all on that left foot. Pick up your right, except for just leave the toes lightly on the ground. Come back to center. Over to the right leg, all the weight on the right leg, left foot, toes lightly on the ground. Come back to center. If you need to hold on to your chair, hold on to your chair. You can hover over the chair also. Here we go. Left foot. Pick up the right. Toes are barely touching the ground. Come back down. Good. Shake it out. Now, it's not a balance contest. We're just being aware. How's your body moving? Are you shaky? You know? It's just being aware. All right, now, we're going to pick up our foot this time, just for 2 seconds, and put it right back down. Now, don't fling your foot. Don't go like that. Don't go like this. Just pick it up slightly, 1, 2, and down. In other words, your foot is just hovering over the floor, okay? Don't flick it around. Here we go. On the left foot, weight on the left, shift, and pick up your right foot. 1, 2, and put it down. You know, it's harder to hover over the floor than to just go like that, isn't it? This is easy. But to hover close to the floor, that's challenging. All right, here we go. Now we're going to shift our weight to the right foot. Lift the left, hover, and put it down. How are you doing with that? How are you doing with that? Let me just take a pause here. Anne, good morning. Lisa, Riley, Wendy, Sharia. Oh my goodness, it's great to see you all here. You know, when I come over and check the chat, you guys are getting a little break. And I'm sure some of you could feel the difference just hovering that foot over the floor. We're going to do that again, all right? So let's put our weight on our feet, our hip width apart. Standing up straight and tall. Weight, shift to the left foot. Pick up the right and hover. 1, 2, put it down. Don't forget to breathe. Shift to the right foot. Pick up your left foot, hover. 1, 2, and put it down. Here we go. Shift to the left foot. Hover with the right. Put it down. Shift your weight to the right. Hover with the left. Put it down. One more time. Shift your weight to the left foot. Hover with the right. Put it down. Weight to the right foot. Hover with the left. And put it down. These are just little short snippets that we're picking our foot up. Last rep, weight to the left, hover with the right foot, put it down. Weight on the right foot, hover with the left, and put it down. Good job. Shake it out. Concentration. Our brains are working. Concentration, y'all. Today reminds me, steady progress comes from slowing down. You know that, don't you? It's not the faster you go, it's the slower you go. That tortoise and hare thing, yeah, that's true. That's true. Steady progress comes from slowing down, and that's why we're taking this with baby steps. Like I said yesterday, when we learn to read, we don't learn with paragraphs. We start with the alphabet, A, B, C. That's how we're learning our balance review. All right, we're going to do one last movement. One last movement. Again, the chair's here if you need to hold your chair, or if you hover over the chair, because then it's right here with you, okay? And those of you that have vertigo or numbness in your feet or any other issues that balance is very challenging for you, you need to hold on to something. Safety always first. All right, here's what we're going to do. And I'm going to hold on to the chair as an example. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Shift weight to the left foot. Pick up your right toe, point it forward, and bring it in. Let's do that again. Weight is shifted to the left foot. Point your big toe forward and bring it in. All right? Let's try that again. Remember also, flex those knees. Don't stand up straight and, you want a little nice flex in the knee there. Don't forget about that. All right, shift your weight to the left. Point that forward and bring it back. Now don't look down. You don't need to be looking down. The floor should be clear in front of you. No need to look down. Keep looking up. Let's do that one more time. Load the left foot with your weight. Big toe forward and bring it back. Let's do that again. Weight on the left foot. Big toe forward on the right and bring it back. All right, shake it out. Now we're going to put our weight on the right foot and point with the left. And again, if you need to hold your chair, you do that. Here we go. Weight on the right, point with the left. Bring it in. Weight on the right, point with the left, and bring it in. point with the left, and bring it in. Come back to center. You can feel the center gravity when you're grounded, when you're centered balance. You can feel that. All right, here we go. Load the right foot with your weight. Point with the left toe. Bring it back. Again, load the right foot. Point with the left and bring it back. Come back to center. Let's do that one more time. Load the right foot with your weight. Point with the left and bring it back. We're going to do that one more time. Weight on the right foot. Point with the left and bring it back. Good job. Shake it out. Good job. Who do we have here? Jean, hi. Lynn, hello. Glad to be here with you all. You're not a hovering queen. That hovering's hard because, again, I'm like, when I first started doing balancing work, I was just like, I wanted to do this. I just wanted to pick my foot. I didn't want to do the hovering thing because it was hard. I just wanted to pick my foot up. But the hard stuff is where the rubber meets the road, and that's what makes us stronger. We got to do the hard work. We've got to do the hard work. So that last movement that we did, bringing that big toe out with leading the foot out and bringing it back in, right? So tomorrow, I'll be right back here at 11:55, and we'll be going live at high noon. And we're going to be adding more movements. We'll be adding more movements every day, every day. So again, today our focus wasn't just standing on one foot for a long time. And I think when you hear somebody say, oh, we're doing a balance challenge, you think we're going to start off the bat balancing on one foot, for a minute. No, that's not how it works, I'm very detail oriented in particular and teaching from the ground up, and I'm like that when I do my workouts with my clients, always reviewing form and posture and the little movements, because it's all those little nuances, it's all these little small basic things that we kind of forget about as we go through our workouts, especially if you've been working out for a while. And you lose that foundational, you just kind of get hung up in going through the motions, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it's always good to go back to basics. And whenever I do a challenge, I always start with the basics. Now, teaching your body how to accept weight safely on one leg, that's what we were doing. And this is where balance really starts to show up in our daily life. So we're going to build on this gently and progressively, day by day. Tomorrow will be the 5th. I will be here at 11:55 a.m. We'll go live at high noon. You're welcome, Donna. You're welcome, Natalie. And if anybody has any questions or you're challenged, don't look down. Rhonda wrote, don't look down, exactly what our 5-year twins learned with skateboarding lessons. Ironic. I did look down until you said it. Breathe. Yeah. Y'all, yes, I'm teaching this and we're doing, leading you through this. I have the same emotions and the same feelings sometimes. I want to look down. It's natural that we look down, right? That's the one thing, too, that I always talk about when I'm talking about telling my clients, hey, get out and walk every day. I have to remind them, when you're walking, look ahead of yourself. Not like this, hunched over, looking down. You should be upright, chest out, shoulders back, chin up. You should be able to take nice deep breaths deep into your belly and let it out. Your muscles need that oxygen, walking with purpose, walking with intention, enjoying the scenery around you, not hunched over like this going down the road, you know. So, yeah, breathing, chin up. So, and speaking of walking, I hope you all get a walk in today. The best time to walk is after a meal. My favorite time to walk is after dinner. So I'll see everybody right back here tomorrow. I'm Kim Knapp, your coach here at the K Factor, Fitness and Health for Life, where I help you get what you want. I'll see everybody back here tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Bye.